Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
We're in downtown Madisonville, Kentucky at FERRELL'S Hamburgers. This is going to be a big history video today, and I have a special guest with me, Kirks Stallings. We've known each other now 40 years, played football together, University of Evansville. His dad, Sam, was instrumental in me even transferring to Evansville, and here we are 35 years later, back together again. So Kirk was here on business today. And coincidentally, I was coming here today anyway, so we're going to do a review together. But anyway, a little history about FERRELL'S. FERRELL started out in Owensboro, 1929, with the FERRELL brothers. And then in 1936, the brothers kind of split up. David FERRELL took 3 of the restaurants here, Hopkinsville, and KD's. And David was married to my grandfather's cousin, Doris FERRELL. David FERRELL, he married Doris Basham, which was first cousin to my grandfather, Harry Meredith. So anyway, moving along, I didn't even know that we were related to these people. I'd been to the FERRELL's and KD's, Hopkinsville, haven't been to this one yet. But anyway, as it turns out, we're related, pretty closely related. The FERRELL's, Philip FERRELL, sold the 3 restaurants here a couple years ago to the Hill family, and I just spoke to that gentleman the other day that owns it, Mr. Hill. Told me, that I was welcome to come check this place out. All right, Kirk, go ahead, give me what your thoughts are on doing our review today.
No, I was excited. Barry and I, like you said, it goes back to 1984 is when our relationship. So 40 years of knowing each other. Man, I'm just super proud and excited to see passion around this. You've done a great job. The evolution of your reviews has been great.
All right, I got to go ahead and throw it in. Y'all know a year ago yesterday, I got ran over by the bus. I was in intensive care, spent 8 nights in the hospital originally. I came home. They released me too early. I was deathly ill. I laid at home for about a week. I wouldn't go back to the hospital. Kirk came over to my house. He saw how bad off I was and made me go to the hospital. Made my wife pack me up, took me into the emergency room. Doctors told me if I hadn't got there when I did, I probably would not have lasted another day. I was at fatal levels in my blood, toxins and things like that. So Kirk jokes around a lot by saying, oh yeah, I'm the guy that saved your life. Kirk really did save my life. If he hadn't come over that day, I wouldn't have gone to the hospital, and I probably would have died by that night. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Jokes aside, you really did save my life.
We love you, Getty.
I appreciate it. So anyway, enough of the lovey-dovey chit-chat, and I love you too, man. So we're going to go in. We're going to check this out, and then I want to give you a little history. My grandmother's buried here in Madisonville, and I've never been to her grave. Tell you a little bit more about that when I get to the cemetery. And then we're going to get back on the road. We got another stop in Henderson at a Kentucky famous barbecue place. So we're doing all kinds of Kentucky road trips today. All right, enough of that chit chat. Let's go in, get one of these burgers and some of that famous chili. All right, good timing. They got some of those smash burgers working on the grill. Maybe if I get lucky, I'll be able to see one of them pounded out like I read about. Y'all still pound the burgers, like slap them down?
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm gonna make sure I get a little video of that. And young lady, you said that you wanted to be on YouTube?
I do.
All right.
Hello.
Tell me what you know about FERRELL'S.
I work here and love every minute of it.
Oh, you work here?
I do.
Okay, how long have you been working
I've
here?
been working here for a few months and love every minute of it.
Okay,
Been here for years though.
I'm actually closely related to the FERRELL'S that originally opened this
Oh,
place.
Nick Farrell and them?
Yeah, well, actually, Philip's mom,
Uh-huh.
Cecil,
Uh-huh.
She was the first cousin to my granddad.
So it all runs in the family down here.
Yep, she was a Basham, and that's I come from Bashams too, Grayson County. But anyway, I appreciate you being on. I'm not done with you because I might need to pick your brain for more information.
You ain't got much to pick. Already half of it's been taken.
That's a good comeback. Anyway, you see here, small operation, efficient, organized, and it used to be all they served was breakfast, burgers, and chili. But they have expanded their menu since I was here. Heck, it's probably been 20 years since I was at the Ferrell's. But yeah, they got a few more items on here that they used to not have. It used to be no fries. You could get a burger and chips. But I see fries on there, so yeah, they've expanded. All right, be right back on watch her pound out one of these burgers here. She's smashing the burgers out. Check out this action. You ain't gonna find it like this anywhere else. Since 1929, they've been doing it like that. All right, so Kirk has his.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him go first. Guest of honor.
I got my double cheese.
Double cheese, double Ferrell burger. He got his fully dressed. They actually come old school, unless you ask for them dressed. They come with pickle, onion, mustard. But he went ahead and got the whole works. He got the fries. What do you think, Kirk?
Awesome, man. Great flavor. Got a little greasy touch to it. So, you know, nothing better than a greasy burger.
Yeah, you know, it's got that old school grill char on there. You don't get that in any of these fancy yuppie burger joints that we have back in Louisville. All these, you go down to Louisville, you go to Nulu, and they give you a, you know, a burger with like chutney and all kinds of foo-foo stuff on it. But no, this is old school, blue collar, working man burger joint right here. There I go again. Melissa hates it when I use that word, blue collar. She says, "You're not blue collar." I was like, "Well, what am I, white collar?" Just got run over, drugged down the street by a school bus. But anyway, if that ain't blue collar.
Got a crisp, that little, you know, noise when you bite into it.
Oh yeah. All right. We'll let him work on his, and then we're going to start on mine. All right, so here we go. I'm going with breakfast first. Go ahead and pan down here, Kurt.
All right.
Got the biscuit and gravy. I saw that on the menu. I was going to go just burgers, but the biscuit and gravy, and y'all know how I do it. I don't care. I'm putting the hot sauce on first. I chopped up the hash browns. I ain't got time to play. All right. Plenty of pepper. And the runny yolk. You see it? Yolk just bust open there.
Oh, yeah.
Just accentuates the gravy.
You're going to need some napkins.
Another whole thing right here in front of me. Y'all make that gravy fresh every day?
Every day.
Sausage gravy?
No sausage gravy.
No sausage?
Unless you ask for it.
Oh, okay. So is it just plain white milk gravy?
Yeah.
Still good. Love the way that yolk accentuates the gravy. This is the way to do it. I don't hear you haters on the comment section talking about how gross it is with the ketchup and the hot sauce. Until you try it, I don't want to hear nobody. All right, be right back. I'm gonna start in on lunch. Kurt got an extra order of onion rings there. He got the chili. He got the works. Go ahead. Tell me about it.
Jalapenos, chopped onion, cheese. Goody, just the way we like it. I throw a little salt in mine. Give me that hot sauce.
Oh yeah, he needs that Frank's. Oh, he ain't scared.
Last piece, a little crushed cracker.
Saltines. Yeah, they ain't selling no knockoff crackers here. They got the real Zesta saltines, old school.
Got a little bit of everything on there.
And by the way, this is the old school recipe. The original Ferrell's recipe.
Yeah.
So tell me, what do you got there? I mean, is it a spicy, kind of mild? What do you...
It's more flavorful than it is hot. It's not spicy hot, but...
All right, well, I'm gonna let him work on it.
Taste the meat and the gravy in it. It's good. Beans.
Good deal. All right, we'll be right back. I'm gonna start in on mine. So
Goody.
now you're gonna say, oh, well, those burgers aren't very big. But see, if you've seen my other videos, like at Red Castle, Leahy's Red Castle, Hodgenville, other old school burger joints, that's how they came back in the 30s. You know, they're not real big, but they're smash burgers. But not only they're not big, they're not expensive. They're really cheap and quality grill flavor. Got the old school mustard, pickle, onion. So I'm eating it just like they did back in the 30s. Here we go. I will get a ketchup dip. I remember when I used to go to the FERRELL'S and KD's, I would eat in there, and I would get a whole bag full just to eat on the ride home. Because they're small enough, you can eat a few of them. Not quite as small as a White Castle even.
So were smash burgers popular in the beginning? I thought there was
That's
something.
just how they did it, old school. They didn't call them smash burgers back then because that's just the way they cooked them. Now it's like this new thing all of a sudden, smash burgers, that they've been doing for 90 years. Ordered that Coke, they accidentally gave me Dr. Pepper. I actually like it. All right, let me try this chili.
You want your hot sauce?
Yep, I am going to taste it before I put the hot sauce in it because of the old recipe here and for nostalgia's sake. Yep. It's old school chili. They kind of make it in like a condensed loaf, and then they'll like add water, and when they're ready to serve it, and because you'll see like the meat in there, it's finely ground. It does have the bean, but that's how they made it in the old days. They made a condensed loaf, and then they would mix it up when it came to lunchtime. Well, this is really good.
So you think that's the original recipe?
It tastes like original old chili recipe, kind of like Chex in Louisville and Germantown and different places. Their recipe goes back to the 1940s. So yeah, this is definitely old school chili.
I'll be right with y'all.
All right, we'll cut away. We'll work on this. We'll come back because I know I'm gonna be ordering more. This is just starting to make me hungry. Picture back there, which I believe that would be my cousin Cecil over there on the far right. Saw something caught my eye when I was talking about everything being organized. Look, there you got the fries, measured out in bags where they just dump them in the basket. I haven't tried an onion ring yet, but Kirk, he was just telling me that they were awesome. What do you know? What do you think about those onion rings, Kirk?
Really good. I'll be shocked to think that they're not hand breaded.
Now, Kirk's dad, Sam Stallings, he's a big old school cheeseburger connoisseur. What do you think Sam would think of these? Does Sam like the big fat pub burger style, or is he like the old school small smash burger?
I think he just likes a good burger. No, I think Sam don't give anything an A, so it'd probably be at least a B plus.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is really an A plus for most.
That's right. He figures if you brag on something, they'll stop trying hard. So he's always got to make room for them to, work harder.
Oh yeah, Sam, he's got to grind on you to get the best out of you.
Right. I know all about it. All right. I'm going to work on mine some more. I know I'm going to be ordering one of them hot dogs I saw. Anyway, be back. Okay, I just ordered a hot dog, a double hot dog, as a matter of fact. You see back there? See how red those are? Those are different than your usual Frankfurt. See, we got a lot of carnage taking place here. All right. As you see, I got the double hot dog. I thought it'd come on a bun. And I know how they fit those hot dogs on there. All right. I'm gonna go a little mustard. And I think she got the onion underneath. Whoops. We need to get a little messy here. You see that reddish tint into the hot dog there? I bet it's got a special flavor to it.
Good, how are you?
That mustard onion just sets it off perfect. That hot dog, you don't get hot dogs like that in Louisville. Come down here to get one. Well, I had a bowl. I just want to get the true hot dog flavor.
Yeah. So
All right.
you put some chili on it, it's textures, everything, but you can stand it.
Oh, I could stand it.
Okay.
Appreciate that info. Next time I'll try that way. All right, I'm gonna finish this up. Probably gonna go outside, give you closing thoughts, and then we're gonna move on to the next review. Be right back. Got a photo bomber here in the background. All right, ladies, we really appreciate it. Y'all were wonderful. And hopefully we'll get back in here one of these days. All right, everything was awesome. Just checked out. So let's try to remember everything we had. You had a double cheese, onion ring, fry, bowl of chili, drink. I had 2 original burgers, double hot dog, biscuits and gravy with runny eggs over the top, hash browns, and
A soft drink.
soft drink. Now I know I'm forgetting something. 2 burgers, hot dog, fries,
Chili.
oh, runny eggs on top. Anyway, had all that stuff, $43. Okay? I just ate enough myself for probably at least 3 people, maybe 4. He had enough for 1 or 2. $43. Can't beat it. Plus, we're in this quaint downtown Madisonville. Edit that part out of the video. Anyway.
I don't want to lose any viewers over our political position.
Yeah, plus next time I come in here, I'm liable to get busted in the mouth. Hey. But anyway, we're going to head on to the next stop. Appreciate y'all coming along with us.
I
Got anything?
have one thought. You know what a good friend told me one time? Y'all don't know nothing about this goodylicious Ferrell's.
There you go. Couldn't have done it better myself.
How you doing, buddy?
All right, so I'm over here at Oddfellow Cemetery here in Madisonville, and my grandmother, Mary Louise Hen Eyes Agee, born 1925, died in 1986. She was only 60 years old. I remember I was in college. She got cancer, and when they discovered it, there was nothing they could do. It was already stage 4, and she died a couple months later. But anyway, she was from Paducah. She got moved to Louisville when she was young, but then got married to my grandfather, Harry Meredith, who was in the Navy World War II. That's my mom's dad, and this is my mom's mom here. But anyway, her and my grandpa Meredith got divorced in the 60s, and then she ended up marrying Jimmy Agee. And in 1986, when she died, Jimmy Agee had a plot here in Madisonville. I guess this is where his people were from. And he buried her here in 1986. Me and my parents didn't even get to come to the graveside because at the time they owned Goodall's Country Store restaurant, and they had 2 managers that quit the same weekend that my grandmother died. And my parents couldn't even, and myself, couldn't even come down here for the graveside service. We had to go straight from the funeral home, straight to Goodall's Country Store and work because there wasn't enough help to even let us off to even come to the funeral. But anyway, this is the first time I've ever been to her grave. She's been gone now almost 40 years, and there's a lot of good memories with my grandma. And I can tell you one thing, whenever I came to her house, there are always 3 things that happened. No matter what she ever cooked for everybody else, she always made me chicken and dumplings. She always had a jar of those Fisher's Red Hots, and she would always give me money and sneak me money. And every time she'd say, "Don't tell Jimmy, but here's the money." But anyway, she loved me and I loved her, and we had great memories. And I guess, you know, she loved her grandson, me, about as much as a grandma could ever love anybody. And that's some of the best memories that I have of her. But anyway, I'm going to take you over here and show you her grave, her headstone, which her name was Mary Louise Henize. That was a German name, Henize, from Paducah. And that's Jimmy. Actually, Jimmy was at least her third husband. And then after my grandma died, he remarried. I have to assume that this is his next wife, Geraldine. And old Jimmy buried right in the middle of his late wives. Well, I'm glad I finally got to be here. I don't know if I'll ever have another chance to come back here or not. But anyway, I've been wanting to come here for years and years. And look at the size of this cemetery. It's well kept. But anyway, I'm gonna head back and meet up with Kirk, and we're gonna head to Henderson, Kentucky, and Thomason's Barbecue. We'll see you in a little bit.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.